I'm Dr. Emily Chan, naturopathic doctor, and I'm here to help you get your health and life back. I'm on a detective mission to help you figure out what really is causing your illness and to get to the bottom of it. To help you get rid of the pain of being held back because of your health. To give you the chance to have that miracle recovery. To inspire you to be empowered. I am here to help you love your life. Hi, I'm Dr. Emily Chan, founder of Modern Integrative Medicine, and I specialize in mood and behavioral disorders. I've helped hundreds of patients with anxiety, depression, OCD, and ADHD improve without medication by understanding what brain chemicals are out of balance in their body. I use cutting-edge neurotransmitter testing that few doctors use, which gives insight to which brain chemicals are out of balance so that the most precise treatments can be made. You may be watching this video because you have this lingering feeling of anxiety where you constantly feel like something may go wrong, or feel like you're always in a rush or cannot turn your mind off. Or you feel a low mood most of the time and feel this heaviness in your chest or body that you just can't shake off. You may have seen a counselor and know to think positive thoughts or to enjoy the moment, but somehow you know it's chemical and your body is not cooperating with your minds. According to the CDC, about 5% of Americans have taken a drug for anxiety within the last 30 days. About 9% of Americans suffer from depression at a given time. Tendencies to mood disorders include genetic tendencies, a person's biochemistry, diet, toxicity, environmental stress, and how someone manages their thoughts. We now know that thoughts can change the brain chemicals and hormones your body produces, and vice versa. The neurochemicals and hormone imbalance in your body can make it more difficult for you to use willpower to stop the anxiety or depression. I've been blessed to help so many patients have their life back by helping them have normal moods again. I had a patient, Annie, who came to see me for stomach aches, and she felt that anxiety was connected to the stomach ache. She was under a lot of work stress and personal life issues, which many of us can relate to. The problem was that her anxiety interfered with her concentration, which put her even more behind in work. The more behind she felt, the more anxious she was, and the worse her intestinal symptoms got. I tested her neurotransmitter levels and gave her the nutrients her body needed. This specialized treatment is much more individualized to her specific imbalance than if a doctor just gave her anxiety medication from trial and error. Not to mention the addictive tendencies and side effects of those medications. Annie came back in 1 month and her anxiety and stomach aches were gone. In my naturopathic practice, it is important to address two aspects in working with patients with anxiety, depression, or an energetic imbalance. The first aspect involves reprogramming the cellular memory and mindset so that problems and triggers do not make you feel out of control, so that your body is less likely to somaticize your emotions, and you can move past the subconscious fears created by your response to the past, which often goes along with worry about the future. Then you can move into being unstoppable. This is the type of deep healing work I do with patients, where we do not excessively dwell in the painful past, but reset a new operating system that works better in the present and gives you results. I will talk about this in a different video, so please go to my YouTube channel to check that out. The second is the balance of physiology or your physical body. That involves balance of your brain chemicals and hormones. I'm going to tell you about a few brain chemicals today and what they do so that you understand why it is important to receive care that addresses your specific imbalance. This saves you time and money wasted in unsuccessful therapies. This also allows you to get the best treatment you can get to move to that place of having a happy, calm, and focused mind. The first one we'll talk about today is cortisol. It is a hormone that is secreted in excess when you feel stressed, but it's not all bad because you need cortisol to wake up in the morning. Cortisol levels are not the same throughout the day, but it's normally high in the morning so that you can wake up energized, and then it calms down at night. It is important not only to check the cortisol level, but also the pattern throughout the day. Let's say if you have been stressed for a long time, sometimes the body gets tired and cortisol levels are too low. With low cortisol, this may indicate adrenal fatigue, which manifests in a patient feeling low energy. The second is GABA and glutamate. Think of GABA as the off switch. It is a calming neurotransmitter. Glutamate, on the other hand, is a neurotransmitter that correlates with the on switch. It causes your brain to keep firing. Do not confuse this with glutamine, which is helpful for muscle building and intestinal health. Did you know that chronically excessively high levels of glutamate increases inflammation in the brain and can lead to increased likelihood of dementia, Parkinson's disease, and other neurological diseases? Nutrients as simple as B6 and magnesium helps to increase GABA and decrease glutamate. The third is serotonin. I'm sure you've heard of serotonin. Low levels of serotonin are often correlated to depression. Did you know that serotonin is converted in the body into melatonin? So if you have low serotonin, you may also experience difficulty sleeping at night. Some vitamins and amino acid derivatives can help your body make more serotonin. The fourth is dopamine. A healthy amount of dopamine is associated with motivation and reward. Excessively high amounts of dopamine are associated with obsession and schizophrenia. Some people with depression actually have a problem with dopamine and not serotonin. To tell the difference, someone with a dopamine deficiency may often have the type of depression where they find it hard to be motivated. They have difficulty getting out of bed and feel yucky and tired. They may crave stimulants such as chocolate or caffeine. These people may want to complete a task but find it very hard to get themselves to do it. In contrast, people who are depressed due to low serotonin may tend to feel more sad, weepy, apathetic, and that empty feeling. They may also crave carbs and also have problems sleeping. Lastly, I wanted to mention a genetic defect in the folic acid metabolism that can affect mood. This is the MTHFR mutation, and about 33% of the population have this. People who have this mutation have more difficulty using folate. The three functions of folate are 1. Decreasing inflammation, 2. Preventing mutations and malignancies, and 3. Making SAMe, which is important for mood. I wanted to mention this because sometimes patients with mood imbalances have a genetic polymorphism, which may often be missed. By knowing this, there are ways to get around it and to help them have optimal amounts of SAMe, which is very important for getting rid of depression as well as inflammation. When we have the information to understand how to have the optimal portions of neurotransmitters and hormones in the body, we can naturally and effectively address anxiety, depression, ADHD, OCD, dementia, brain fog, and many other neurological problems. It's an honor for me to help so many patients like Annie live normal lives again. It's worth doing it right and to seek the best health professionals who can take the time to individualize your treatment. Thank you for watching Dr. Emily Chan Media. I hope this content was helpful for you. Please leave me a comment below and share how your life can change if your mood was more balanced. If you got value from this video, please like and share it with your friends.